We are ranking 6 canned bean brands from worst to best, revealing which cans are packed with chemical aftertastes and which ones deliver pure homemade flavor. From budget picks that dissolve into mush to premium options with real ingredient lists, each entry climbs the ladder on taste, texture, and purity. Which brand tops them all? Let's begin at the very bottom with number 6. Cracking open a can of Great Value beans is like a faint whiff of pennies and plastic wrap. For about $1, you get a pile of mushy, pale beans that collapse into paste the second you stir them. The texture lands somewhere between overcooked oatmeal and packing foam, thanks in part to firming agents like calcium chloride, common in bargain brands to keep beans from total disintegration, but not exactly a recipe for home-cooked comfort. Reviewers often mention a metallic tang and a flavor that is more processed than anything found in nature. With sodium around 370 milligrams per serving, rinsing is a must if you want to cut the salt or even just the taste of the can. In the end, even the low price cannot redeem a product that sacrifices every bit of flavor and integrity. If you care about taste, skip this one entirely. Costeña's refried beans come out of the can with a slick sheen that clings to the spoon and refuses to let go. Each serving delivers about 7 grams of fat, double what you will find in most competitors, thanks to a heavy hand with soybean oil. That richness does not bring comfort. It brings a greasy, almost oily mouthfeel that reviewers call out again and again. Seasonings and added peppers try to mask the odd chemical aftertaste. But for some tasters, the aroma lands closer to cleaning day at the community pool than a home-cooked meal. The sodium clocks in at around 410 milligrams per serving. But it is the overwhelming fat and strange aftertaste that send many cans straight to the trash. Even die-hard refried bean fans have been known to give up halfway through the bowl. Trader Joe's organic pinto beans promise a lot on the label, but they deliver little in the bowl. For a mid-tier price of about $1.50, you get beans that look the part, plump and intact, with a texture that is neither too soft nor too firm. But the first bite reveals a letdown. The flavor is muted, almost shy, with none of the earthy punch you would expect from an organic product. Sodium lands at about 380 milligrams per serving, which a nutritionist might call manageable, especially if you rinse them first. Rinsing also helps wash away some of the blandness. These beans are not bad, but they are not memorable either. In a blind taste test, most reviewers agreed they are serviceable in chili or burritos, but better options sit just a few shelves away. Sometimes, organic just means ordinary. Bush's Best Black Beans have been a pantry fixture since 1908, and for good reason. Every can opens to beans that look almost identical, firm, glossy, and perfectly intact. Unlike the mushy or bland options lower on the list, these black beans snap when bitten, holding their shape in everything from salads to stews. The flavor is deep and savory, with just enough earthiness to stand in for meat and vegetarian dishes. Each serving contains 450 milligrams of sodium, but the careful seasoning means they never taste overwhelmingly salty, a rare feat in the canned aisle. Many home cooks and chefs rely on Bush's for consistency, calling them a dependable staple when you need beans that won't fall apart or fade into the background. While not a premium pick, Bush's delivers reliable quality and flavor that's hard to beat for the price. Goya premium beans pack their cans so densely, you'll wonder if the company is running a bean Tetris tournament behind the scenes. Instead of a soupy mess, you get beans that hold their shape, with a firm al dente bite that stands up to any recipe, no mush, no blowouts, just pure legume satisfaction. Each can comes pre-seasoned with a blend of natural spices, making them ready to eat straight from the tin, or a perfect shortcut for soups, salads, and quick weeknight meals. There is hardly any wasted liquid, so you are getting more beans for your buck, not just brine. For those watching their salt, Goya's low-sodium option clocks in at just 135 milligrams per serving. less than a third of what you'll find in some mainstream brands, and still packed with flavor. Reviewers across the board call these the best canned beans they have ever tried. Whether you are tossing them on a salad or building a full meal, Goya's convenience and taste put them just shy of the top spot. Eden Foods, organic beans stand apart from the crowd, not because of a fancy label or a marketing gimmick, but because of what actually goes into, and stays out of, every can. Each batch starts with a simple step most big brands skip: an overnight soak just like you would do at home. That old-school patience pays off, cutting down on hard-to-digest oligosaccharides and giving the beans a creamy, almost velvety texture that never slips into mush. Instead of relying on calcium chloride or EDTA to hold things together, Eden adds a strip of kombu seaweed during cooking. The kombu quietly boosts trace minerals and rounds out the flavor, but it never leaves a hint of seaweed taste behind. Since 1999, Eden has used cans free of BPA, BPS, and phthalates, a decade ahead of most competitors, so there is no risk of plastic or chemical leaching into your food. The ingredient list is refreshingly short, just beans, water, and maybe a touch of sea salt, unless you pick the unsalted version for total sodium control. Dietitians often point to Eden's process as the gold standard for digestion and purity, and taste tests back up the claim. The price lands near $3.69 a can, but for those who care about what is in their food and what is not, Eden sets the benchmark for canned beans that taste like they came from your own kitchen. Across all 6 cans, one truth stands out: ingredient quality shapes both taste and health. In the world of beans, what is inside the can truly matters. Choose wisely,